Kipling wrote children's books, books for adults, and poems.
If you can keep your head when all about you are losing theirs and blaming it on you, if you can trust yourself when all men doubt you, but make allowance for their doubting too, if you can wait and not be tired by waiting, or being lied about, don't deal in lies, or being hated, don't give way to hating, and yet don't look too good, nor talk too wise. If you can dream, and not make dreams your master, if you can think, and not make thoughts your aim, if you can meet with triumph and disaster, and treat those two impostors just the same, if you can bear to hear the truth you've spoken, twisted by knaves to make a trap for fools, or watch the things you gave your life to broken, and stoop and build 'em up with worn-out tools.
If you can make one heap of all your winnings and risk it on one turn of pitch and toss, and lose, and start again at your beginnings and never breathe a word about your loss. If you can force your heart and nerve and sinew to serve your turn long after they are gone, and so hold on when there is nothing in you except the will which says to them, hold on.
If you can talk with crowds and keep your virtue, or walk with kings, nor lose the common touch, if neither foes nor loving friends can hurt you, if all men count on you, but none too much, if you can fill the unforgiving minute with 60 seconds worth of distance run, yours is the earth and everything that's in it, and, which is more, you'll be a man, my son.
Rudyard Kipling, Poem Summary and Analysis of a Summary. The poem is a paean to British stoicism and masculine rectitude. Almost every line in each stanza begins with if. The poem's speaker says that if you can keep your head while those around you lose theirs, if you can trust yourself when others doubt you, if you can be patient and not lose your temper, if you can handle being lied about but not lie yourself, and being hated but not hating yourself, if you do not look too good or talk too wise. If you can dream but not let those dreams cloud your reason, if you can think but still take action, if you can deal with both triumph and disaster, if you can handle it when others twist your truths into lies, or take the things you devoted your life to and turn them from broken into alive again. If you can take all of your winnings and bet them in one fell swoop and lose them all and then keep it a secret, if you can use your heart and muscles and nerves to hold on even when there is only will left. If you can remain virtuous among people and talk with kings without becoming pretentious, if you can handle foes and friends with ease, if you see that men count on you but not too much, if you can fill every minute with meaning, then you have all the earth and everything upon it, and, as the speaker exultantly ends, you'll be a man, my son. Analysis. This is, without a doubt, Kipling's most beloved poem, and, along with The White Man's Burden, his most famous. Although T.S. Eliot would deem it only great verse and others jingoistic nonsense, it is consistently ranked among the highest, if not the highest itself, of Britain's favourite poems. It was first published in the Brother Squaretoes chapter of Rewards and Fairies, a 1910 collection of verse and short stories. While the poem is addressed to Kipling's son John, it was inspired by a great friend of his, Leander Starr Jameson, the Scots-born colonial politician and adventurer responsible for what has been deemed the Jameson Raid that led to the Second Boer War. The raid was intended to start an uprising among the British expatriate workers in the South African Republic, but there were complications and it was a failure. Jameson was arrested and tried, but he was already being hailed a hero by London, which was filled with anti-Boer sentiment. He served only 15 months in prison and later became Prime Minister of Cape Colony back in South Africa. It appears that Kipling had met Jameson and befriended him through Cecil Rhodes, the Prime Minister of Cape Colony at the time of the raid. In his autobiography Something of Myself, Kipling wrote of Jameson and If. Among the verses in Rewards was one set called If, which escaped from the book, and for a while ran about the world. They were drawn from Jameson's character, and contained counsels of perfection most easy to give. Once started, the mechanization of the age made them snowball themselves in a way that startled me. Schools, and places where they teach, took them for the suffering young, which did me no good with the young when I met them later. Why did you write that stuff? I've had to write it out twice as an impo. They were printed as cards to hang up in offices and bedrooms, illuminated text-wise and anthologized to weariness. 27 of the nations of the earth translated them into their 27 tongues, and printed them on every sort of fabric. If contains a multitude of characteristics deemed essential to the ideal man. They almost all express stoicism and reserve, the classic British stiff upper lip. In particular, a man must be humble, patient, rational, truthful, dependable, and persevering. His behavior in response to deleterious events and cruel men is important. He must continue to have faith in himself when others doubt him. He must understand that his words might be twisted and used for evil. He must be able to deal with the highest and lowest echelons of society, and he must be able to withstand the lies and hatred emanating from others. This group of ideal characteristics is similar to those expressed in The Thousandth Man, another poem dealing with manhood.
Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like the video and subscribe to my YouTube channel.